Hey, this is HD Lofton Photography, and I just wanted to do a quick video on the crop tool in Lightroom. Um, a lot of people don't realize this, but you can actually, with the crop tool, change the overlay. Right now I have it in the grid format, the grid overlay, which is helpful when doing outside with a lot of buildings, anything with straight lines that you may want to even up. Which there's also another way to do it where you can use the straighten tool. If you have lines in your photo, either vertical or horizontal lines, you can just take the straighten tool and run it across the image in a straight line where you see the straight lines in the image, and it'll straighten it for you. But back to the crop overlay, you have several different crop overlays that you can use. A lot of people only use the default, which is the rule of thirds. Most of them are pretty useless, in my opinion. The only ones worth using are the rule of thirds, the grid, and see here we have the rule of thirds, and then we have the diagonals and triangles, golden ratio, and whatever that spiral is called that I don't think I would ever use. This one is actually helpful. This one shows you what your image will look like if you crop it to a 1x1, which is get canvases that are square. So this 1x1 box is actually nice to be able to see what you're going to end up with. The 4x5 is also your 8x10. So it goes from this side to this side. The 2x3 format is what you normally get out of a DSLR. So this is the aspect ratio that you would normally get by default. That's also a 4x6 and so on. So you can, if you're unsure about your crop sometimes, then you can kind of use this to see what you'll end up with if you crop at these ratios. Let's go back to original here. And I'm a little OCD when it comes to having things straight in the image, so I'm gonna straighten that. But like I said, usually the most common one that you're ever going to use is the rule of thirds, and I'm hitting the O key to cycle through these. I don't know if I already mentioned that, but the rule of thirds just seems to be the one that I use 98% of the time. You have a few other functions I really don't use. I have some. I have a few of these are default aspect ratios, and a few of them are ones that I've added. You can actually enter your own if you want to do something more custom. Another keyboard shortcut that's good to have is the X key if you want to go from horizontal to vertical without having to drag the crop box to the side. Then you can actually just hit the X key and it will go either vertical or horizontal, whichever one you're not at that moment. Just a nice keyboard shortcut there. But that's about it. If there's anything that you would like me to go over, just leave a comment and I'll try to make a video on it. It helps if you like the video, and if you want to see more, just subscribe and I'll make more videos. Thanks.